preview here, do we? No. Oh, let's check the audio. Oh, let's check the audio. Very nice. No, we don't need you anymore. Hide player. All right. Okay. Oh, I think we're... Wait, am I streaming? Yes. Great. How are we? Let's wait for some people to get here. No one's here. I'm just talking to myself. Bonjour, Jacques. Hello, Di Griff. I am having a good day. I'm having a good day so far. How's your day going? I need to put this mic closer to me. Hold on. There we go. Oh. What's up, guys? Happy 421. How are we doing? You know what's awesome? I have YouTube chat now, so I can see both YouTube and Twitch. I've been ignoring YouTube chat forever, but now I can't. So I'll see all your chats. So today we are going to be doing a breakdown of Charli XCX's "Move Me," which is one of my favorite songs ever. Which one of my favorite productions ever. This is true. It's Argentina in the house. Hell yeah. What up, Argentina? What's up? What's up? Oh shit. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this. Oh, and also I have an announcement to make too. Should I do it now or after? I'm gonna do it after the breakdown. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something really fucking cool that I'm so excited about. Okay. Obviously, this is not a Friday evening. If anyone is used to my not so normal streaming schedule, but usually when I am able to stream, it's Friday evenings. But that was easy during quarantine. Now, work is busy again, and the world is opening up and such, and I get a lot of when's the next stream, and that's understandable. But just to, the reminder I like to give is that I'm a producer that streams, not a streaming producer, So sometimes my schedule gets weird, and then all of a sudden I don't stream for 2 weeks, and my Discord drops in users, and everyone's like, man, fuck this guy. All right. So, Cedric, you love those guys. You know what? I might actually. Well, Cedric Storm, a very good friend of mine on the Discord, is a big Chainsmokers fan. So the thing about iPad is that I wonder if I'll ask Drew. Maybe I could stream when I had it, and the stuff that I added and where it started and stuff like that, because Drew ultimately had the final project. So if I did a breakdown, the same with, it's actually gonna make some of the Lizzo songs complicated too, because oh, by the way, if you guys didn't see Lizzo perform Special on SNL, it's one of the songs I wrote with her and co-produced. It's so good. It's incredible. She just crushed the performance. It's amazing. And also Max Martin made that song. Oh yeah, sorry, I went off on a tangent. But for that song, Special, I first Pop Wanzel and myself started the track, and then Ricky Reed added a bunch of stuff, and then Lizzo was working with Max Martin on some other thing, and Max heard the song and was like, yo, why don't you do this? And so then Max hopped on the song and changed the chorus in a way structurally that just made the song infinitely better. Fucking Max Martin effect. But some really good ideas, and also had really great ideas on how to treat the music behind the vocal to make it sound more like a sample. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, stuff like that. I want to break it down. I could break down Special and show my session, but I wonder if I could then reproduce what Max did, because Max did some final adjustments and basically took a lot of the tracks of all of our production and treated them like a sample, which was really cool. Am I going to Coachella? No. You know what's weird about this year's Coachella is for this first time, I'm not getting FOMO about not going. I don't understand it. Because it's like, you know, all the artists are cool and everything. All right. Sorry to keep rambling. I missed you guys. I missed this shit. This shit is so fun. I forget, like, how great it is to talk about music stuff with you guys, and it made quarantine so much more enjoyable. But like now the time gets longer between when I stream and when I, you know, between the streams, and like every time I stream now, I'm fucking nervous. Like I'm like, oh fuck, what am I gonna? Cubase is gonna crash and blah 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 blah. Which, oh man, Cubase has been crashing a lot. But I feel like it's my fault though. I feel like it's my fault. Like I'm moving too quick. I'm using all these crazy old plugins and. Wait a minute, isn't this like an abusive relationship? He hits me, but it's because he loves me. You know. I'm in an abusive relationship with my DAW. Although Cubase 12 is kicking ass. It's just like there's certain plugins it doesn't work well with. Someone said it sounds like KB Senti says it sounds like Cubase needs to get better. It definitely does. It flies on PCs. It's always been with Macs, and it's always like been. I don't know. They at some points I feel like Cubase, Steinberg, they do too much. You know, like if they just made like different versions of Cubase, like, or I don't know if. And first of all, no DAW does this, but maybe it's an interesting idea for a DAW to like compartmentalize. Like, I'm never gonna use 5.1 mixing. You know. I'm never going to use, like, what's all, oh, they're doing construction next door to me. Sorry about the noise. What was that one crazy, like, you know, the score editor. I know it's, like, not a big part of the thing, but, like, I don't need that feature. I don't need the video feature, you know? Maybe you can, like, streamline a DAW so that it just loads faster according to, like, what you want to use it for, you know? I bet that's, like, a nightmare for programming. But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, should we do this? Let's fucking do this shit. So, they are literally tearing off a roof. All right, so this song is "Move Me."
I already know I'm letting go of something sacred.
I'll just play a little bit.
Good thing and I break.
Actually, will I get demonetized if I keep playing it? Because it's so close to the mix, because my mix is pretty good. Anyways.
How neat is that?
Oh, that's a subscription noise. Woo! Who did it? Oh, I got to see the name. No chat, ping me. Subscribed. Hey, shout out. No chat, ping me. That's awesome. Subscriptions are sweet. Okay, so anyways, this is Move Me, and this is a song that we wrote in, I think we were in Palm Springs. Jason Evigan and myself were like, we should do a...
How neat is that?
I thought I turned that noise off. Oh, another subscription! Oh, wait, the one that I turned off was the other one. It's pretty neat. It's from Nature Walks. You should look it up on YouTube. It's classic YouTube. Anyways, Jason Evigan and I, we decided to have like a little writing camp. And at the time, the both of us were working with Charli a lot and Tovlo. And so we invited some people. And this session was Amy Allen, Jason Evigan, Charli, and myself. Is there anyone else? I think that's it. But like you know, we obviously Charli wrote the song with us. The demo vocal, which I'll play a little bit of the demo. Amy just sang it because, you know, she happened to be holding the SM7 at the time. Literally, that's the reason. So I'll play a little bit of the demo. I'll do that afterwards because I want to do this thing where, like, I have the work tape from the original day, and then I have the demo after I had done some like it's a cool progression. It's cool to listen to it, and it's actually like really cool for me to hear because I'm like, oh my god, like I slaved over this song for, I mean, it must have been like a week straight of like noon till at least 8 to 10 hours a day, just because I was obsessed with the feeling of this song.
How neat is that?
It's awesome. Wow, really? I am Boali. Thanks for the subscription. Oh, and I missed one earlier. Sir Twinkletoes, welcome. Happy to have you. Wow. Make me feel so special. Okay. So, anyways, I'm assuming you've all heard the song. If you haven't heard the song, go listen to it. By the way, if you haven't heard Charli XCX's record, the whole album, it's insanity. It's insanity. It's like such an amazing, fun body of work. And then go on YouTube and watch her do it live, and you'll fucking flip out. Like, her live version of Move Me might be better than the recorded version. Like, I saw some videos, like a compilation of her performing all the songs on the record. And like, I was looking for mine originally, you know? And I couldn't even skip through it. Like, every fucking performance was crazy. All right. Enough of that. We all know what really matters, the production. Okay, wait, first things first. This whole song started with a splice loop. And this is important. We have to shout out Decap for the original drum loop, which was this. The basis of the whole song. Now look, maybe this is important actually. Before we even get into the breakdown, I wanted to mention this. I even wrote it in my notes. I'm not sure people do this. Like, this could be all projection on my part.
How neat is that?
It's not. Oh my God. JD28U2, thanks for subscribing. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, okay. This could be bullshit, but okay. I think there is, like, I used to have this arrogance about just using a splice loop as is. It's a pride thing, you know? It's like, man, you know, like, that's cheating, you know? It's like, that's just using this guitar. But like, then I started to think about it and like, first of all, what's splice for? It's for that. But also, like, I started to think, am I letting pride or ego get in the way of like a potential creative moment? You know, like, I don't know. I found it, eventually I resolved that it was ridiculous to feel that way. And maybe you've never gone through that, but I just feel like it made me think, the point being, it made me think about
How neat is that?
how often does, you know, obviously like in a writing session, you know, it's hard. It gets harder when ego's in the room. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like when you're just by yourself. Like, it started me thinking about, how does pride affect my creativity? And is there ever an instance when my pride is gonna diminish? We'll get to the breakdown. Sorry. Is there ever an instance when my pride is gonna hurt my creative whatever? Like, another example is, you know, sometimes I'll do something on a production. I'll be like, oh fuck, I always use this effect, or I already did this, like, I already used that guitar loop like 15 times in 15 other songs. Mind you, no one's heard the other songs. So basically, according to the rest of the world, the only person that knows I've used that loop a ton of times, I've done that vocal process a ton of times, is me. And like, what if it's a really good idea and now I'm just not gonna do it because I did it before on those other, that no one heard? Like, that's an example of pride getting in the way of like something potentially awesome, you know? And I think there's tons of other things. Another example that and I don't think this is pride. It could be also like fear or whatever. It's something related to the ego. But like, I was in Long Island a couple weeks ago working with John Bellion, and he was like, he would say things like, oh yeah, like, you do some melodies. Like, I always do the same thing. And I was like thinking, I was like, oh my God, I love what you do. I love that same thing that you do all the time. Like, and sure enough, when he get on the mic, he would do, melodies of that John Bellion would do. And it's like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like, and he's just like, oh, okay, like, thanks, cool. Yeah, I guess it is good. And I was thinking like, man, that's, what a shame we almost missed that melody because, and I do the same shit as John. We all kind of do like, oh, I always do this. I always do that. But like, it'd be there's a difference between, yeah, like if I tried to put out another, Don't Start Now that sounded like a disco thing, like, I sort of don't want to do that because like, obviously I've already done that and everyone knows I've already done that. There's a difference between that and then just like having your own little personal, oh, I'm so tired of my bullshit kind of this, I always do this and I always do that. And like, think about who that really matters to besides you. You know what I mean? All right. Could you guys stop talking so much? Jesus, can we just get to the breakdown? Don't worry, Soul State's going to edit this, and it's going to be just the meat. When you watch it live, it's like the meat, the bones, the cartilage, the fat, the nerves. Anyways, the original drum loop. And actually, wait, we can do a cool little comparison. I'll show you the difference just real quick, like what I ended up doing. And this is by no means because Decap's loop was lacking. It's more of, this is an example of a little bit of pride, like, but mostly I want to change the sounds. Like something can be good to write to, but then you fix it later. And you can write to a splice loop and then re-record. Actually, I don't know if that's legal. Anyways, here's the drum difference. Well, obviously there's a lot of things going on, but like, I was trying to see if there was any, I think what I did was I cut his hats. Yeah. So basically I cut every hat in this because I love the placement of Decap's hats. Those are sick. So these are just hats only. And that, it took a minute, but it was good to do that. Got a kick sample, which I don't even know where that's from. Oh, I've consolidated. Ah, damn it. But anyways, I guess something interesting to look at here is the start point of the sample. Wait, get off auto scroll. Well, that's weird that it was started there. Big difference, I guess. Weird. Okay. All right, get out of here. So let's go through some of these drum elements. But first, coffee. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. We don't really need the mixer right now, do we?
I already know.
All right. Not that interesting on the drums. Let's go through each one. Literally just a reverb throw. Although there is, ducking going on with the hats. Pretty severe ducking. That's ducking the whole hats thing. Oh yeah. This passive aggressively labeled snare, boring trap snare. Brandon Davis, whom I love, who was Charli's A&R, who's also Lizzo's A&R, was like, I just feel like the snare could be like a little more stronger. Can we try? And he's the sweetest guy ever. He says, like, I'm not making fun of him. Like, and everything every critique he gives is out of excitement and love for the song. Like, his heart is pure. But like, anytime you get feedback from an A&R, you're just like, man, I like it the way it is. Pride, ego, interfering. Every situation's different. Layers or themes. Anyways. But my favorite. Yeah, gosh, what is that guy? A funny little way to display battery. That's barely live rim shot. with anything special? Not really. What's on the inserts? Is that a transient guy? Because this kind of... Oh, crystallizer. Oh, you know what? This is actually a fun thing to talk about. No transient stuff. Crystallizer, I've recently, like... I'm sure I've done it before on the stream, but I've really fallen in love with putting crystallizer on drums for certain effects. Like, this one's just... I think it's delaying it by a little bit, but it adds like a nice room to it. Just really cool. Midside, what are you doing? Oh yeah, midside's great. You guys ever use midside? Really good for stereo imaging stuff. Like you can turn down the gain of the most left and right, like the sides, basically. And you go, listen. Look at the little guy right here. See him? I don't know the words. Really cool for controlling your space. Excuse me. And it also has like mono below a frequency, which is really useful too for like bassy synths or something, and you want to keep all your mono below. I use this plugin so fucking much. LFO to a level usage. Probably more, actually, now that I think about it. Let's keep going. Oh, yeah, these are the chopped hats. So there's 2 layers of hats. Oh, the drums are pretty boring. Oh, a little echo guy. I love this guy. Echo Boy Jr. Love that shit. What's this guy? Oh, yeah. Little, like, overcompressed texture. It's very subtle. It's 14 dB down. Really cool. Awesome. Where's this little guy? Oh. I printed. Oh, I printed that for some. Oh, you know what I printed it for? This is the MIDI of it. I printed it because I wanted this. Cubase has these great curves on their fades, so I wanted to get that. You know.
I already know I'm letting go.
Also, yeah. See, like, it's down 3 dB so that when it finally does get to the 1, it actually goes doom. You know, instead of just. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm seeing if there's anything else interesting in the drums, because... Oh, okay. Actually, we can look... Well, actually, damn, look. That is pretty basic, actually. So, our first hook... Like, the only thing introduced in addition is this tambourine. That sounds live. Did I do that live? Oh, I did. What the hell? I must have like been slamming it with the distressor. Wow, it's really, really, really loud. Oh, so actually it's not that take. I don't even know what that is. So that's the only difference in the drums. So the drums don't really progress at all. And for some reason this... What is the... I don't know why I did that. Oh, yeah. Because it... Yeah. Sounds better fading out. It's like your brain doesn't even process that it's gone and then you're somewhere else. This time that snare echo is reversed. Which I love! I love that! I love this shit. It's a way to give a little bit of rhythm into the next part, you know, since it's like a very open space. I love echoing shit out like that. That's great. Alright. All right. Yeah, man, drums not that interesting, huh? Let's just move on to the effects. I categorized all this stuff for the stream. I actually tried to prepare this guy, but I don't like to get too prepared because since I think God, when was I working on the song? Hold on. I want to... Oh, no, forget it. Wait, no, yeah. I can look over here. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Does that do the thing? Yeah, okay, cool. Sometimes I get worried about file names for some reason. Let's see, MP3. So, July 31st, 2021 was the third version.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, I forgot the point I was making. Oh, let me unblur it. Bada bang. There we go. Okay. So, fuck, I had a point. Oh, yeah, I just organized it. That was the point? Well, I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, the effects. Need more coffee. Damn, I hate that. Well, I spent a whole week on this, and the effects and some of the production stuff is like the string stuff I fucking love. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, here's something cool. This is Evigan did this with a guitar pedal, and it's going throughout the entire song in the background, as well as the drone. Wait, let me mute the vocals. So just for now. It's a really nice ambient. That's been there since like the beginning of the song, which is
Break it.
this was the day of version of it.
I already know I'm letting go.
But we'll go back to that. And that's Amy singing. Amy just sang the demo. Charli wrote the song. We all wrote the song together, but Amy just sang the demo. So anyways, this is going on throughout. And there's these like little blips of sound that I got so used to them in that place. And it almost feels like they work with the song. Like in this verse.
Think it's in my soul the way I run from something real. No, I ain't changing.
And then you get this like explosion, and it's almost like the meaning of the line, you know?
Think it's in my soul the way I run from something real. No, I ain't changing.
Like happy accident, just so awesome. So awesome. Because if you listen to it in context.
Think it's in my soul the way I run from something real. No, I ain't changing.
It's like a little moment.
Wish I could
It's a little moment. It's so, I love that shit. I love when shit like that happens. It's so dope. Let's see what else we got here.
already know.
Just a little, what is that? A little chop of something. What is it a chop of? Oh yeah, we'll get there. Okay, that's in the chorus. There's actually, we can get there right now. So we're focusing on effects right now. On the chorus, everything drops, and then you hear this little. So at some point, I think that's Amy's voice too from the demo. There's a plugin called, it's in Reactor. If you run Reactor in like effects mode, like Reactor Effects, Native Instruments Reactor Effects, and I think it's called the Mouth. And basically, if you put it on an audio track, I could just show you. No, it's easy. You put it on an audio track, and then you control it with your keyboard. So you route a MIDI track to the Mouth. And the Mouth, basically, like every different key you press will do different loop types or like high passes and shit. It's a really fun plugin. And basically all I do is record the output of just doing a bunch of randomly pressing keys and shit. And then from that long loop, I'll take little pieces like this and just loop the shit out of it. There was something about that chop that made it feel like so, I don't know, it added like an energy to the...
My body tight, even on my lowest nights, locked down by my side, even when I'm
It's subdued, but it makes a difference. It somehow cuts through. Oh, right. Borderline. Okay, actually, this is a big thing. This is a big thing, and this was like probably the beginning of what of what became a big thing for me, or what is a big thing for me right now. Like, you know how you know, if you're a producer, you're like, you obsess about certain things at certain times. You know, maybe like 1 month you're obsessed about vocals and de-essing or something. You're like, oh, you know, I've been really working on like chopping vocals up lately. Like everyone's always obsessive, like a thing, you know, when you're learning how to do this shit. And still today, like I'm always obsessing about a certain thing. And the thing I'm obsessing on right now, well, one of the things is hiding synths in vocals. So like, and you know, and like it's the again, I say this all the time, the reason for this is like, I wanted like a one word to stand out. Okay, you know, like borderline, and I want that, like I wanted a reverb throw on the borderline, that note right there.
locked down by my side, even when I'm borderline. Yeah.
Like I love that little note, and it'd be so cool if that note hung over the rest of the vocal. So like my first, this isn't a reverb throw, is it? No, it's not. Okay, good, because that would have been. So at first I tried a reverb throw, and then I was like, that sounded cool, but like, what if I just put a synth playing a note behind it? I'm like hiding synths in, I'm sure people have done this, but I'm hiding that note in the vocal.
Even when I'm borderline.
I'll make it really loud so you can hear it.
Even when I'm borderline. Yeah, I don't even know.
And it just, what was the levels at? Shit. Feature request for Cubase, undo level change. Yeah, it doesn't.
Even when I'm borderline. Yeah, I don't even.
Whatever. So yeah, hiding synths and vocals, really fun. Anyways, let's go on with the effects. Man, it's so freaking ADD. So freaking ADD. Oh, this is the second verse. Get into the second verse. Okay, cool. Mute the vocal for a minute. Oh, this has some dope shit. Little producer flex. Always got to do it. Well, no, you don't always got to do it. Like, I always got to do it. I say that like a bad thing. But there was a gap in the vocal.
Call it what you wanna, got a habit for destruction. Take all of your trust.
That shit is fly. These are all Nexus pianos, as you can see. Oh, nice. I didn't print it. Ah, hell yeah. Dope. So this, let's get it out of the automation. I don't know what. Oh, if it's called Kanjang, then it's got to be, this is actually from Reason. I have a Rex file of whatever sounds, the bottom of a trash can. I used it in a Britney song once. But anyways, it's that. This is the sound. Bro, stay on track. Tangent King. Whatever. Anyways, I automated this. Well, first of all, let's hear it without any effects. So Sound Shifter, Micro Shift, Valhalla Supermassive, and Lossy. But basically, I'm automating the pitch to go down, and it creates this really cool. Such a cool moment. I love that moment. Here's your ear candy. Here, kids. Love that shit. And again, that also happens during, and was probably inspired by, honestly, because that's the same part in the
Call it
no,
what you wanna, got a habit for destruction. Take all of your trust and then betray.
The first verse is actually over there. Well, I was about to say, and it's in the same place in the verse as the first verse, but it's not.
Take all of your trust and then betray.
Okay. Fuck, I want to go through some other parts than the... Yeah, okay, let's just go into the production, because, I mean, that is all production, but, like, some of these arpeggios are so sick. I love this sound. I don't know, I think I have the original synth, too. This guy makes the whole vibe of the verse for me. How sick is that? It's like mystery. Without it, it's scary, but with it, it's like, what's going on, man? What is that? And don't you crash. Don't you crash. Don't you do it. Oh man, I think it's oh, it didn't crash. Wait, is it gonna work? Yeah. All right, so that sound is Razor. And you can, I don't know if you care, but you could screenshot this. I was basically just playing. And then, whatever, I just move my hands really fast. Wrong chord, whatever. You understand. All right. I love that sound. All right, disable track, get out of here. Oh, I think I was doing it with the octaves too, like. Simple bass. Oh, actually, I mean, shit. Maybe I should do it linear next time. Because there's stuff in the first verse that we should go over too. Like, this shit's a big, a lot of the problem with these songs, I mean, this one's, 70, 140 BPM, but it's halftime, right? So, like, you don't want it to be sleepy. So, like, when you're down at a tempo this low, it's easy to do, like, you can get away with, like, kind of shit like that. And, like, stuff like this it's like a way to get tempo without using drum elements, Adds a lot of, like, rhythm. I think the source of that is Pad Shop. But like a vocal or something, not special. But yeah, I love good kind of tempo agitator. Also, I think some interesting weird notes happening. Like, it goes major there for a second. Or minor? I don't know. I just remember that this was a weird interaction. These two interacted fine, but then on the second verse, it didn't work. Maybe you Berkeley kids can tell me why, but it was like a different key or something, or not a different key, a fucking different mode, or I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, it worked, and it was cool. What else we got here? Oh yeah, one of my favorite parts! Is that this? Okay, check this out. So, in the second verse, there's this ascending synth that I think is... V-Man, what do you want? We'll wait. Wait, hold on, let me look before. What'd you say before? Let's see. I'll fly out to catch a vibe. That's what you're trying to get my attention for? All right, anyways. It might change my life for real. Dude, I don't give a fuck about it. Well, I'm trying to change my life, man. Change your own life. Jesus. Give me a reason to care. It's the same thing. Same thing with sending me demos and listening to songs. The only reason you like songs is someone gave you a reason to care. It's this. It's good this way. It's like, you know, let me please help my life. That's not the way to do it, man. Like, of course, I'm a generous person and stuff, but like, dog, I'm on my own. I'm 20 years deep in my journey. Like, you know, you have your own journey. Charity sessions. It would mean a lot to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Jesus Christ, bro. I love you, but I don't give a fuck. It wouldn't mean a lot for me. All right. I'm sorry. I'm being rude, but I'm just like, bro, come on. Send me a demo, man. I'll listen to the demo. Do it that way. All right. Let's go over the shit in the second verse. I should shut the fuck up, Ian. Shut up. All right, let's go. Fuck, see, I printed these and I don't even know what this is. This has to be Nexus. This sounds like Nexus with OTT, like on full max. And this is a good thing that OTT is good for. Like, you can get information across at low volume, right? Because it's completely expanding and compressing whatever you put it on. I mean, when you use it at 100,000 million %. So it makes the volume, like, completely equal. And, like, you know, you can get away with putting something like this very low in the mix and still getting a lot of it. Great, good like for atmospherics and shit, you know? All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is the hook, sorry. Let me see if I missed anything in the verse. Oh, here's another example of, I'm sorry this is so scattered, but, you know, Saul State will edit it. This is another, these are not reverb throws. I think these are Pad Shop made. Okay, and this is like, it's kind of, I guess this is kind of an example of hiding a synth or a reverb or something in a vocal. Like, it's, these are, I have to show how Pad Shop works. In Pad Shop's just granular synthesis. So basically, I'll take the word move, and I'll drag it into Pad Shop, and I'll create a patch that makes it sound like... Sorry, I gotta mute the vocal. So it's like the ooh of the move. And then I do the same for the me. So I have... So basically, I'm hiding these little... I mean, you could consider it a synth, because it's a synth, kind of, with the vocal as the source. Yeah, yeah. It's something about the... Like, that's... I don't know, I love doing that shit now. It's such a fun way to accentuate words. And I think it's, like, a little more fun than... reverb throws are great, and delay throws and all that shit. I love that shit. I do it all the time. But this is, like, a different texture, it feels like. Yeah, yeah. It's really cool. What's this guy? Was that a click? Jeez. My names are Flume. Every time I think of granular synthesis, I always think of Flume. Yeah. I'm not sure. See, what I do with Pad Shop is I'll just record the output. So like, I'll show you in a little bit. Let me write down Pad Shop so I don't forget, because I will. Pad Shop. Okay, so like I'll go through Pad Shop and like I'll adjust the position of the. Basically, I'll do it myself. Like I'm literally like recording my output until I do a bunch of things that I think, oh, that might be cool, and then use one little piece. Oh, my body tight, even on my lowest nights, locked down by my side, even. And like 10 minutes of noodling comes out to 1/4 of a second of usage, but also the same. I was probably going around the song looking for other words to do this thing too. I fucking love that.
move me. Yeah, yeah.
All right. What else we got? Let's see. Yeah, I really love. I know we're going out of order, but this thing is one of my faves. It's called Ready or Not because it reminded me of the Ready or Not, here I come. The synth in the background, like it gave me that vibe. Volume automation, get out of here for a second, bro. This is the weird note. The weird note. And that synth is, I think it's Contact with some weird loop. Cue everyone making fun of the fact that I use Contact. It's one of the best samplers. If you know how to use it, it's really great. I don't even know where that came from. Oh, that's in sound. Anyways, that's so low in the background. Like, listen.
Drive us off the road, I take a good
So low.
and I break it.
The ambience, I honestly, it's gotta have come from Nexus because I don't even. Ambiance. Anyways, there's some really cool shit in the pre. This shit's fun. Let's go through this stuff. Okay, let's check it out. Pre-shit. Oh, a lot of this is pitch map. Like, I printed this because pitch map is insane to run real time. But it's basically, I talk about a pitch. Look it up. Pitch map. You run MIDI and it like contorts whatever signal you're giving it into that key. So like electronica string D minor. Let me see if I can find, for example, I'll find the, what's the name of that guy? Copy. Find it. Find it. Where is it? What the fuck? Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know where the original one is. That's lame. What about lo-fi bass loop 80? Lo-fi bass loop 80. What? I'm so confused. Did I rename shit? Maybe it's because it's on my laptop. Does anyone else have a problem syncing their samples between computers? It's the worst. Okay, anyways, this one. It sounds like pitch map manipulating just a normal string thing. This is some lame Nexus patch. And all three. Oh, we also got this little guy. And then we also got, this sounds, again, I fucking printed it, but it's Valhalla Shimmer, like reverb on the main vocal with LFO Tool doing one of the transgates. So basically I'm just like selectively put this, for that place in the vocal. In the vocal. In the vocal.
You saved my life. Something about the way you hold.
Yeah, man, maybe it's like a little secret, subtle, rhythmic guy.
The way you you save my life. Will you hold my body tight?
Oh, dramatica. Concerto. So dramatic. These are all from Concerto, I guess, because they're called Concerto. Oh, I love this sound. I feel like Tame Impala used that sound. It's some patch in, if you have Rolling Cloud. If you have Rolling Cloud. Sorry, excuse me. If you have yeah, I just hate Rolling Cloud. Anyways, if you have Rolling Cloud, it's in Concerto, and it's one of the I forget which synth it is. It's one of them. Maybe it's, what's that like? Oh, Sector 7, I believe. It's that Sector 7 one, I think. It has this patch. I think. It's one of those, but it's so awesome. Such a cool sound. You got to give it to I mean, as much as I hate Rolling Cloud, Rolling sounds are incomparable. Anyways. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's any other cool shit before we get to the vocal. Oh my god, I made a list. You idiot. You forgot you had a... Oh wait, I already did this. Oh! Yeah, hiding synth and vocals. Talked about that. Oh yeah. I was gonna say... the hiding synth and vocals like thing, I'm sure other people have done it, but it was one of those ideas I thought was so good. I was like, damn, this is like a thing I'm going to do. You know, I can, this is like maybe this could be as like a production technique that makes my production identifiable. It's like, oh yeah, Ian always does that crazy thing with the vocals, you know? I almost got precious about it. Like I thought it was such a good idea. And then I remembered that I wasn't no bitch. No, that I any producer that like keeps their secrets and shit, I'm always gonna clown them. I'm always gonna tell them like, you're scared you're not gonna have another good idea? Like, spread the love, you know, spread the ideas. Like, let's all make music better, you know. Stream your sessions for free. Anyways, the hiding synth and vocals thing, and that doesn't just like mean reverb throw-esque kind of things. That's like also, you know, putting a lead line following your vocal and shit. And like, if it's distorted, sometimes it sounds like your vocal's distorted. But you have to like match the MIDI exactly to the vocal. Like it's some real nuanced shit, but it's crazy. Anyways, it was such a good idea. I was like, fuck. I had a moment where I was like, do I really want to tell people on my stream about this? And then I was like, of course you fucking do. You greedy asshole. Okay, so we did that. We did that too. We did yeah. Yeah, okay, let's get to the vocals. Sick. The vocals are pretty interesting in this. Obviously, Charli fucking slayed that shit. You know, she recorded the vocals for this song on this microphone, standing up, standing right next to me. Like, she's so good with, like the you know, like the distance, like when she gets loud, she like backs off the mic and it's like natural to her. And she does it. She's like a real life compressor, you know? Like, you know, you see some singers do that and you're like, whoa, that actually makes a difference. Like she knows how to do that. Instead of like those weird singers are like, you know, and all of a sudden it's like not as cool as it was when you listen to it on the recording. Yeah, anyways, all right, let's see. Let's close all these windows. And then, okay, yeah, and after the vocal, I'm going to go through like different parts, work tape to demo to final. And I was doing it before the stream. It's kind of interesting. All right.
I already know I'm letting go of something sacred.
Okay, here's something. Immediately, why is everything called Flume? Oh, right, granular synth. Right. Okay, so this is another example of the, I just took the end of the word
Cred.
and took it into Pad Shop and made like the grand. Man, I got to do this now, huh? Let me just show you because it's really fun. If Cubase crashes, it crashes. We'll just reopen it. Bada bing. Hold on, I just rendered that. I just rendered that thing. So I'm just gonna show you really quickly because it's fun. Oh no, we don't need to do that. We need to add an instrument. Pad Shop. I did this in oh, and I pulled it up. Hold on, I'll show you. Don't crash. Okay. On please tell me I still have it here. Yes, on Look at Her Now. I use this technique at like 54 seconds. Look how well planned this is. That little and there's a little throw of like a gibberish words. You can kind of hear it trailing off. Same shit. It's the same shit as this. So basically, this is Pad Shop. I'm dragging that word in here. Why is it? Oh, right. Okay, Drew. Okay, but like, so you can do these things where you like randomize, like it's playing 5 grains at 8 milliseconds long. Now it's playing 5 at 100 milliseconds long, right? This is granular synthesis. So here's where it gets really fun. I can randomize the duration. Wow. But then if I like play with the duration, and this also, like, wait. I forgot the, I'm gonna randomize, then I'm gonna randomize position. And that's how you do this shit. It's like an alternative to a reverb throw. A more fun version of it.
Go off something sacred. Go off something sacred.
You know, if I was doing this today, I would have probably made that a little chiller on the end. A little smoother. Sloppy ass. Wait a minute. Never mind. I love it. Okay, so this looks like same shit. Another
Change it. Wish
that doesn't sound exactly like Pad Shop, does it? Yeah, it is. For Change It, yeah.
change it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely because since I record the output of Pad Shop, I don't print it. So like I have different every time you hit the key, it's gonna be a random thing, you know? Like that one's slightly different than like these ones I didn't even like the sound, so I just stopped recording until I got to one. Ah!
Change it. Wish I could surrender, give you everything I got and let you know.
Oh, a little bit of the let you know.
Let you know. Something about
And it cuts at the something about.
let you know.
Rate of information.
Let you know. Something about the way you move me.
Also, one of my favorite things about this vocal is the something about the way you, like, I went from the mono lead, and I basically let a stereo doubles say it.
Something about the way you
So it's like, since you're just coming from this world
wish I could surrender.
where the vocal is right in front of you, right? And then you get, it's like, it makes it feel dynamic when it comes back in. Like, it makes the move me feel more moving. You know what I mean? Like it's a dynamic trick using not really too much volume difference, but spatial difference to increase the contrast of the parts and to go from like personal to impersonal. I mean, it's still personal, but like you're close to the vocal. It's just you and her, to the group, back to you and her. It's manipulation. I'm manipulating emotions.
Surrender, give you everything I got and let you know. Something about the way you move me.
And also, it's like such a loud, strong vocal part, and then to go extremely soft. Like, obviously, you know, you don't want to fucking jolt someone.
Surrender, give you everything I got.
Some things that are worth noting is, I print my reverbs, yeah. What's there 2 versions of this? Is another reverb? All right, a different reverb. Is there another one? No. Okay. Anyways, worth noting is there's 2 reverbs going on the whole time in the song for the most part. But the reason I print it is for shit like this, so I can just control it. Like, yeah, you could do a send and you can automate the volume of the fucking send. Like, cool. You do you. I think this is more fun and easier. So like right when the something about the way you move or something about the way you comes in, both these verbs, you can see the envelope fade in. So it like cuts out the verb, but then it comes back in. Like, and that like, I don't know, just spatially, again, it kind of fucks with you a little bit and gives you a sense of dynamic, but then like before you realize you're out of this reverby world, it's back. I mean, let's see what the difference would have been. Probably nothing. Yeah, fuck that shit, man. It's like, I'm like, it's almost like you're nudging someone's focus a little bit. Like, you know, you're violating space a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It's something about the way you save my life. Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights locked.
Oh, there is something really cool. This at one point I was doing.
You hold my body tight, even on.
That was dumb. Again, this is like one of the benefits of printing reverbs. I mean, if that had worked, it would have been cool. But also, like, I'm muting this here, and this is a little loud. It's just easier to print it and forget about it. And also, I think this is Adaptiverb, which is like when you run it in high quality mode, is just a CPU destroyer.
Something about the way you hold my body.
So all reverbs cut there, obviously.
Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights locked down.
So in this song, there's this woot right over here, and it's the craziest shit ever. Like, you think it's just a woo sample, as did I like, you know, I did this in July of 2021. So coming back to like when the song finally comes out, I'm like, oh yeah, I wonder if that's like a hit kit sample or something. And I went in and looked at it, and it was literally like, you could never have guessed where it came from. So this is what I'm talking about, this little guy. It's a Melodyne artifact from when I was tuning the vocal. She hit a note when she like, let you know. Like sometimes, you know, your vocal does that. And like I stretched out the, like, I guess it's like a squeak. It just sounded so awesome. It was like, it happened in Melodyne by accident. And I was like, whoa. And it was just such a hype fucking noise. And it sounds like a whoop.
Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights locked down.
So sick.
By my side, even when I'm borderline.
All right, let's check out the vocals on this drop here. So all the reverb drops out. Whoa.
Something about the way you hold my body
Doubles
tight,
also.
even on my lowest nights.
I'm gonna mute the lead vocal so you can hear everything around it real quick.
Something about the way you.
Also, another example of like, I just print the shit out of my effects for like the don't even know echo.
You don't even know.
That sounds like speakerphone.
Side even when I'm borderline. You don't even know when I push you away.
And I only wanted the echo there. It was the only place that had room for it. Also, when the hook drops, this little thing. Why did that fade in?
It's even on my lowest nights.
Oh, right. The low. I think they clashed.
It's even on my lowest nights. It's even on my lowest nights. Locked down by my side, even when I'm borderline. You don't even know when I push you away.
These decisions I know are the decisions I'm making when I've been working for 6 hours straight. Like there's such new like when I was the state of mind I was in, this, which doesn't sound much different, was like blasphemous. Like, oh, why would I distract from the vocal? Wow, you're crazy. And now I'm just like, yeah, it didn't matter, bro. That's fine. What else we got? Let's see. What is this shit? Oh yeah, the vocal choppy shit. It's just random pieces of the chop. I love that little. Sounds so cool. This note. All right. Ooh, what did I mute here? Oh, that would have been sick. Why didn't I keep that in there? What an idiot. That would have added such a little bump to that. I muted it? What is this? A piece of... Oh, it's a piece of vocal pitched down and printed. That would have been hard. Should have kept that in. What else we got? Which mic did you use for the vocal? This one that I'm talking on. Literally, this exact mic. Wait, there's something I'm forgetting that I... Wait, there's like a synth thing. Hold on. Maybe I already talked about it. Oh, yeah. It was in the effects. Yeah. Oh, whoops. I thought I didn't talk about that yet. Hold on. Am I? Yeah. Okay. So, wait, what's this? Oh, it's a little altar boy. On the last hook, I guess you could consider this like chorus progression, like each chorus having one more element. Like the first one had the echo, and then the second one had that echo, but it had underneath it. And the way, which is over here. Such a Skrillex move. So this is a little altar boy up. The formant is the same, but the pitch is up an octave, and the drive is all the way up, and you get. Sorry, I forgot about double time vocals. That's what it was. Okay. Second half of the second chorus. Let's play the second chorus. Second half of the second chorus repeats. And I was like playing around, and I did this thing where I double timed the words, but I double timed the individual words. So like I'll play you the hook, and then you can hear it, and I'll show you what it is. Right here. Oh, there's a video of her doing this shit live, and she does some fucking dance to that, and it was so crazy. And you know, this is, before I get into this, there was a moment when we were writing the song, I was running around this house, like Evigan was recording Amy's demo vocal. Or he had already recorded the demo vocal, so we were sitting there and like we were doing the, you know, something about the way you hold my body tight, and we were like, the chorus was hitting on the one, and like I was like, wait a minute, drop it out on the one, you know, like so fucking predictable, you know, thing I always do on my choruses. And then like Evigan's eyes got all big. He's like, oh shit! And then like he cut out. He started the drum loop back on the snare, and it was just like I was fucking like jumping around in the room, just like that's the hottest shit ever. That's the hottest shit ever. And like everybody was all excited. It was all fun and shit. And then I saw a video of her doing it live, and I saw the crowd react the way that I imagined a crowd would react, and it was so validating. And I was like, yes, I was right in that instance. I found a time I was right, you know. Or at least I remembered. It's just great. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. So anyways, that vocal, I printed it, so I'll recreate it for you. Like the way it's really simple. And kind of an awesome thing that Cubase does. So this is the Hold My Body Tight, right?
Hold my body tight, even on my lowest night.
I'm chopping the
Hold my body tight, even on my
so like these,
my body.
and then I got a 30-second note. Hold my body tight, body tight.
My body tight, even
And obviously it's edited a lot better, but
my body tight. Hold my body tight, even on.
so that was like a little fun thing, and I did it with the doubles too, and it was just so energetic and fun. And I was so like, when I sent it to Charli, I was so scared because, you know, it was her idea to, you know, she's like, oh yeah, let's loop the last chorus, and I was thinking like, oh, cool, okay, cool, and it was like it felt so experimental at the time, and Charli was like, yo, that fucking shit is dope, and I was like, yes, I knew you would understand. She's so good. She's so good.
Something about the
This is
way
hype.
you hold my body tight, even on my lowest night. I got down, but my tight.
Super ignorant little double.
Lowest night, I got down, but my tight. Even when I'm boiling, yeah, I don't even know why I push you away. It's something about the way you move me, move me.
Cool part. Here's a cool thing. And this maybe works to like themes, building themes and shit. Oops, not here, sorry. There's a very obvious like bookending thing. First verse, you get this guy, right? You don't get him for the rest of the song. You get a gated reverb with a vocal doing that, but you don't get that sound. So at the end of the song, it comes back. It's like a theme, you know? Ooh, emotional. Wow, so pretty. Anything else? Oh, there's the bass. There's so much shit going on. Let's go through it. Very behind the beat. That's this little technique is something I've been doing a lot lately. Like you can see how behind the beat those hits are on the plucks. Right? It's cause like I want it's an attempt to get it heard over, because it would be sharing a beat with the drums, you know? But maybe you get a little more of it because it's behind the drum by a little bit, you know? Oh, here's a good example. On the double time vocal, guess what's behind it? That's right, it's a synth. I'm gonna turn it really loud so you can hear it. This is putting the hiding synths in vocals. Primo example.
It's something about the way
And that's hidden in the double time vocal. And that, mind you, that was at 0 dB. It's left in the song at -9. What is there? Shit's hard as fuck. All right, what else is there? All right, if there's anything you guys want me to focus in on, specifically, because if not, that's about it. It's a pretty simple guy. Pretty simple guy. What accent is that even? Norwegian? Pretty simple. Swedish? Pretty simple guy. What is that? Who is that? Who am I fucking... God, I gotta stop doing accents. It's very... Whatever. All right. Yeah, right? Kind of Swedish. It does... I don't know what it is, but like a Swedish accent on speaking English for some reason sounds so smart. Like anyone can... It might be because like so many great producers come from Sweden that like I'm biased, but like... Oh, no, but it also happens with like a British accent. Anything anyone tells me in a British accent, I'll believe you 100%. You should give me like $500 right now, but okay. All right, vocal chain. Ooh. Yeah, let's check out. Oh, yeah. It looks like this. Oh, wait. Yeah, oh, okay, cool. Okay. Well, everyone's vocal's different, but on Charli, and this is the vocal chain on my end because I tracked it in this project. I mean, even the frickin' comp is in... Oh, no, this is probably just timing stuff. Yeah. Is there a vocal session? No, this is it. I tracked it in the session. That's right. Okay, so the only thing on the vocal pre... Okay, let's just bypass everything on the thing. On the master guy. Oh my god, that reduction. Oh, I'm automating. Okay. This is kind of interesting. If you notice... Here's the interesting thing about this vocal.
Move me, yeah.
Like, let's listen to what this sounds like if I don't automate the reduction.
Move me, yeah. It's something about the way you save my life.
So, like, you see my reduction here? Here, let's zoom in so everybody can see this shit. Wait, how do I do it? 2 tracks. Too much. There we go. And we're over here. Yeah, green is a nice, or whatever that is. Greenish, whatever. Mint. I use the reduction, the peak reduction on the compressor like crazy as a control of the dynamic of the vocal. Like there's huge moments where, and this is like, right here, this is the hold my body tight part, probably.
The way you hold my body tight.
I mean, listen to the difference in volume without automating the reduction.
The way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest night, locked down by my side, even when I'm borderline.
Like I change like the volume of specific words to so they don't hit the compressor as hard, you know? Like it's, but anyways, I'm using the reduction. So look, I'm going to turn the automation back on for the reduction. So the reduction goes away, which means it's being compressed less. So if I had left the volume of the lead the same, it would have sounded like this.
Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest night, locked down by my side.
That's just the peak reduction automation. But combined with lowering the volume of the lead group, which is actually just this vocal.
Something about the way you hold my body tight,
it's controlling the it's controlling the vocal like by not just lowering the volume of it, changing how compressed it is too.
Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest night, locked down by my side.
Like it's a great trick for like when a vocal's by itself, like, you know, I wanted that moment to sound completely naked, you know, like you've been hearing this luscious vocal treatment and all this reverb and this space, and then all of a sudden you're in a room with Charli and she's like fucking telling you her story, like she's right in front of you, you know, and then you're back in that world.
Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest night, locked down by my side.
Fucking moment. Okay, so let's go through the chain, which I didn't even have on, and it still sounds fine.
It's something about the way you say.
I don't want to say it, but Cubase, you've been really... Oh, it's 420. Cubase, you've been really good. I'm like, control save, Apple save. All right, first things first, Squasher.
It's something about the way you say.
This is like the grown man's OTT.
It's something about the way you save my life.
It's not doing shit. I don't even know why that's on there, to be honest with you. It's not doing shit. It's not doing shit. All right, maybe onto something that is doing something. A mostly dry SSL bus compressor. Notice the dry wet. Because it's like super heavily compressed. It's a little parallel compression for you. This is one of the only compressors. I mean, Squasher actually does it too, but there's sometimes you get phase stuff with that shit. Soothe 2. Yeah, the 1K to I guess 8. A lot of thrash in the vocal. Like I'm taking out a lot of this stuff. Just makes the loud parts smoother to the ear. Soothe is the best. And I've been actually learning, like the more I use Soothe, the more I understand the difference between, like I'm really understanding the difference between the algorithms of soft and hard. Like usually I would use soft and like crank it, but then when I use hard and like use subtly, like it reacts differently, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Soothe is the best. Anyways, controlling a lot of that E harsh guys. After Soothe, let's get the somethings. Oh, it is. So you can hear the reduction. Or here's the reduction right here. By the way, this button shows you what it's affecting, or lets you hear. With the little green blobs. Can we give it up for FabFilter for making the most incredible fucking plugins ever made? The best fucking interfaces ever made. The most intuitive. Most efficient CPU. There's just... Get emotional. It's just fucking good programming. Great sound, too. It's just so great how you can see the parts that are getting de-essed in the green. Anyway, sorry. Oh, and then Gem Dopamine. This is an incredible plugin, and I would argue that it's worth, I think it's like $50. I don't quote me on that. I don't know what it, but it's, here you can hear the difference. So basically, the guy that made this plugin, and I'm going to totally butcher this story. The guy that made the plugin was seeking to recreate, in the old days, they used to, when they would transfer music to tape, you would lose a lot of high end. So they would like do this thing to boost the high end going back onto the tape or something like that, or basically to compensate somehow. And this is that. So like after I Soothe, after I DS, and the placement of these plugins is important too, after I DS, so after I've cut some low end out, or some sibilance out, Gem Dopamine helps give a little bit of shine back to it. Here's the difference. Hear this. Versus. It's not. Fuck, let me change the level so maybe I can get it. Yeah, okay.
Something about the
Verses.
Something about the
Like a little bit of the body goes away. Like this, I'm not sure if this compresses the whole signal or just the wet signal, but it's really, it adds like air.
Something about the
I don't remember what this was at. Undo. There we go. Okay.
Something about the way you hold my back.
Anyways, Gem Dopamine. And then last but not least, Pultec Pro, which is actually, I think, just cutting a little bit of 30 hertz, which is not really anything.
Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights locked.
I don't even hear a difference. That's not doing anything. Probably the most important thing it's doing is boosting 16K.
Something about the way you
So,
hold my
I mean, I guess this is actually something I do a lot. You start to get into really fun territory. And mind you, this is another realization I had that I almost got precious about. Like, de-essing is a fucking art form, and I've been obsessed with it forever. But, like, sometimes this vocal is pretty heavily de-essed. And then adding, gem dopamine after, and boosting that signal then, like, you get sibilance back without the sibilance, So, like, the point of what I'm saying is post de-essing, boosting your highs by some manner, whether it's with an EQ or like boosting the air back. Like you can start getting these vocals that are loud and have high end, but aren't annoying to the ear. It's really, really, like, de-essing is such a fucking, you can get lost in that shit for days. Yeah, I use the Fab Filter EQ a lot. All right, is there anything? Anything else you guys wanna? The bass is boring. It's a fucking, I think it's Serum. Yeah, here the bass is. Don't crash. I think it's still the same patch. Yeah, Serum. Fishbird. Shout out. Probably modded. Heavily modded. Anyways, the bass is boring. Okay. High strain beats. All right. Should we do some Q&A or some shit? Should we do Q&A? That was the breakdown. Oh, yeah. I have to... Okay, so I actually made my first endorsement deal. I sought out an ambassadorship with Reason Studios. I sought out. I fucking hounded them. I was like, I love Reason so much. I almost got a Reason tattoo. I've been using it since 2001. Like, I will say whatever you want. Like, let me just tell the world how much I love Reason. So we finally, like... I mean, I already did this, but now I can just say that I'm an ambassador. Like what the influencers do, you know? Look at me. Anyways. So, I mean, it's a win-win for them because I would be praising nonstop. Oh my God. And also, so I'm really happy to like actually have an official title with them, you know, and to even be affiliated with them is fucking awesome because like Reason, you know, before I even ever used Cubase, Reason was my DAW. And then it was always like running it through Rewire with Cubase. And then finally, you know, a couple years back, they made it into a VST instrument or a VST effect. Like this is important because like now, anytime I want to use anything in Reason, I load the Reason Rack effect plugin and I can get all the fucking, oh my God, are you going to crash? No. Stop fucking with me. So I can use like all the Reason effects and the fucking new vocoder. I don't know if you guys have seen the new vocoder, but it's hands down. And I'm not trying to be a commercial here. It's the best vocoder. The only reason, like the next stream I do, I'm going to be toying with this guy a lot because I haven't learned how to use it all. But like, there's a video on YouTube that shows you the shit it does. And it's just, you know, like when I talk about Fab Filter and I'm like, man, great programming, great execution, great everything. Like what a great, you know, what a well-made plugin. Reason has always been like the best at processing. Like this vocoder does so much crazy shit that I don't understand yet. But when the next like fuck around stream, I'm going to be playing with this one. It's fucking crazy. Just look it up on YouTube. It's called a BVX. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, damn. Excuse me. I'm yapping so much. All right, let's do some Q&A. Can you put Zenology in Reason? I don't think so. You could route. You could put Reason effects on Zenology. All right. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go. Strain Beats. Hit my Instagram if you want to send me kits. I don't really like need people to send me loops. A lot of people always send me loops, so I don't really need that. But like, I think, I don't know, I might start opening up more to that kind of shit. So yeah, if you have like some kits and shit, yeah. I guess the benefit of sending it to me is if I use it in a song and then I do a breakdown, maybe, you know, that's cool, right? Let's see. How long does it, Beat for Beat, or Beat asks, how long does it usually take for a production like this, start to finish? This one was like a couple weeks. I mean, a couple weeks of time. Shit, I'm behind. What's, Grisavi asks, I should preview this. What's a good indicator that you're over attenuating on sound, especially in the mids where the muddiness appears? It seems either end up taking all the body away or it sounds like a fat mess. You know what I have to say about that? And this is not like a recent revelation, but there was a moment when I feel like I have a hair in my mouth. Anyways, there was a moment when I realized I was only doing subtractive EQing. So like if you have an EQ, right? Let me show you real quick. Actually, yeah, this is a good example right here. When you're like EQing shit, when I was EQing shit, I was usually doing shit like this. You know, I was like taking frequencies out and like, you know, doing little surgical shit. And then I started to realize like I'm leaving all of this information. And I think that like that's what contributes to muddiness. So like nowadays, instead of, you know, doing something like if this frequency, let's see, just for example's sake. Oh man, that's so harsh. Like instead of taking that out, like the majority of this sound, basically this is all gonna lead to practicing additive EQing instead of subtractive, which is boosting. So like instead of me, you know, it's taking out like harsh frequencies, I'm gonna lower the volume of the whole thing and then only use the frequencies that I need, which in this case is like mid-range, right? Like which part of this sound are you really gonna hear in this song right now? Like that sounds the most prominent, right? So it's like, why wouldn't I just like accentuate the prominent frequencies, all of them? You know, I've already adjusted the volume for the harshness. Like it's already at a volume where I think it's cool. And now I can like turn the volume down to the whole thing and still, look, I'm gonna turn it down by 8 dB. And I can hear it a little. So basically, I've lowered the whole volume of the track by 8 dB, but I have boosted just the most prominent frequencies by 17 dB, right? So now I have only the loudest frequencies in the sound and none of the mush around it. So it's like, it's additive EQing. And it's kind of like I used to always say, never use an EQ as a volume knob, but that's wrong. So that's wrong. I think this is an example of how you can use an EQ as a volume knob of sorts. But like people, when they're EQing shit, they always forget there's a volume knob. You know, that's why I would always say, like, don't just fucking, you know, EQ out the harshness of that guitar. Like, you EQ out that really prominent frequency and you're leaving all this mush behind. And then you're turning the whole guitar up because it has less of that harsh frequency and you want more of the like dominant frequencies, but you're also getting all the mud around it too. Why not just boost the dominant frequencies and turn down the whole guitar? Huge fucking moment for me, that. Huge moment. Huge fucking moment. All right. Sorry. I missed a bunch of questions. All right, I'm going back to the EQ's definitely a volume knob always. Okay. You know, some of us take times to get to those revelations. All right. Kane of asks, hi Ian, I have to work on songs I might not feel that strongly about. Does that ever happen to you? Maybe someone else likes what they did, but you don't feel it, but you get pushed to do it. Well, there's cases where, you know, I'm at this point I'm really good at compartmentalizing my personal preference. Like I can learn to love anything I'm working on at this point. Like I will make it a personal goal to like what would I do to this song to help me enjoy it more, or, you know, make it a challenge. But yeah, there's going to be times when you're just not super stoked. I mean, I would argue that the majority of the songs that I write, I'm not super stoked about. I'm just like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. And then maybe someone else will tell me, oh, this is really good. I'll be like, oh, wait, is it? Oh, okay, cool. So that's just like a normal, oh yeah, I forgot to do the demo. Shit. Should we do that really quick? Are we too far gone? This is really interesting. It's kind of sentimental too.
Hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights, locked down by my side. Something about the way you hold my.
Okay, again, the original demo is sang by Amy Allen. Charli wrote the song. We wrote the song all together, but Amy just had the mic and did the demo vocal because she's got a great voice.
Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights, locked down by my side.
I think that's a day one demo.
Something about the
Oh
way.
no, this is the day one demo. Sorry. Oh, here, I'll play the pre and the hook.
Something about the way you move me. Yeah. Something about the way you save my.
It's funny. Charlie's actually singing the octave.
Something about the way you save my life. Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights, locked down by my side, even when I'm borderline. Yeah, I don't even
And
know.
then the second demo,
Something about the way
still Amy's voice, but then after I toyed with it. So we're
you
going
move me.
from this to
Yeah. Something about the way you save my life. Something about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights, locked down by my side. Even
let's see.
about the way you hold my body tight, even on my lowest nights, locked down by my side, even when I'm borderline.
Well, obviously a finished product is different than a demo. But yeah, that was the day of
Hold my body tight.
second demo. Ah, fuck! We did it. Hold on, I'll reopen it. Hey, that was a pretty good run, though. That was a really good. Wait, you know what? I want to wait till the error dialogue comes up because I realize if I reopen it too quickly, I don't get the crash report, which is like super important to Steinberg. They're always like, send your crash reports, we'll fix it. So I'm doing this thing now. Wait, give it a second. Just give it a second. Give it a second. We'll get there. What did it though? I don't know. That's what I want to see too. Sometimes if I wait long enough, hold on. Let's give it 20 more seconds. Because sometimes I can find out the plugin that's causing it. Okay, here we go. Oh, it just says Cubase 12. But send log files to Steinberg. I know it takes a little longer. Does anyone know what any of this means? Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I mean, I guess we're kind of done. But you love writing crash reports? I always wonder if like they really read it. Do you think they really read it? Hold on. Do I need to blur my screen for a second? I'm just going to open the session back up. Hold on. But I don't know what my recent file says, so I'm scared to... A backup project exists. Why sure. What? Whoa, that was weird. That was weird. It said, it said this file was created with an earlier version of Cubase and could not be opened. Because usually it says, like, there's a backup file. Do you want to open that backup file? And then it says, okay, we've renamed the backup file to blah, 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 .01 or -01. And it just said it couldn't open it because it was made with an old version of Cubase. Cubase, you silly. You silly. Okay. Anyways, what were we doing? Why did it crash? What could... And such a sudden crash, too. Let's see if we can reproduce it. Day of demo. You can go back and forth. I think some of the lyrics are... A lot of the lyrics are different, too, in the demo. Anyways, that's pretty much it on the breakdown. Reason crashed. I'm not actually using Reason in this. No, it crashed earlier today too when I was preparing it. Oh, what a mystery. But you know, also here's the thing, and this may be, let's give Cubase a little bit of slack. And this is not an abusive relationship, even though I do need Cubase to work at all times, and I'll do whatever it takes, and I won't leave her. But this is not an abusive relationship. Trust me. She loves me. Trust me. In their defense, I mean, I do a lot of wacky shit, but also like I use plugins that, like, there's some plugins that just don't work well with Cubase. And it's funny because, like, I've met, for instance, one of the people that works at Output that makes all the exhale stuff, and I saw him like at a party, and I was hammered, but I was like, why does your shit always crash? And they were like, what's your DAW? And I was like, Cubase. They're like, it's only the Cubase users. Like, I think Cubase just doesn't mesh well with some DAWs. I mean, it certainly doesn't run as fast as Logic does on OS X. Like, the reason I fucking shelled out so much money for this computer was because I watched a video of someone running Logic, and they were running like 15 instances of FabFilter's L2 at like linear phase processing, and everything was like at 6% CPU, and I was like, this is incredible. But Cubase doesn't use CPU as efficiently as you know, an Apple built DAW. So there's always problems, but at the same time, like, who the fuck's ringing my doorbell? Hold on a second. Someone's at my door. Oh, food order. Must be the guest house. Let me text my tenant. Food here. Food here. They ring. Doorbell. Okay. Oh my God, I know. Let me just open the other gate for the guy. Hold on a second. Sorry, house duties. Is this? There it goes. Okay. Sorry. All right. I forgot what I was talking about. Okay. Ian, how long do you take? Should we just do more Q&A? I mean, we're hanging out. Oh yeah, RC20 always causes crashes. That's one of the big ones. Also, Plugin Alliance or Unfiltered Audio's Indent 2. And it's always the fucking best plugins too. Like, I love that plugin. That one causes a lot of crashing. And I think it's because of Plugin Alliance. Like, when I load the plugin, sometimes audio will dip out because it's trying to get its license. Like, it's scrambling to get like online verification that you can use the plugin. And I think that fucks it up. I think. Then again, maybe Cubase is the only DAW that plugin runs shitty on. All right. Moody Oz asks, is it possible to get artist briefs from labels as an independent producer? I think so. I mean, you know what's funny though, Moody, is that those artist briefs are I wouldn't completely rely on them all the time. Like, I heard a funny story the other day about, I've been working with Claudia Valentino a lot, and we've been doing this like crazy, you know, Rosalia sounding Rihanna-esque stuff. And my friend who's an up and coming writer texted me like, hey, this producer I'm working with says that Claudia's team says that they're looking for power pop. And I was like, what? Like, who the fuck said that? Probably your stupid ass managers or something, like, or just people that aren't paying the fucking attention. That shit is so annoying to me. So like, don't put too much of your faith in that stuff. Oh, I was talking about Cubase not working well on OS X. Yeah. All right. I'm just looking at some questions from a little ways up. How do you, no, there's echo the word wonder. Heavily processed. Oh, that's just a little altar boy. Well, shit. I mean, I got the session open. Let me. Where's the wondering? I think it's just here. Yeah, just it's literally not even printed. The original vocal is. Oh, I really wanted to use that. Another Melodyne moment. You like, I made the U go down like. So sick. I could use that for something. But anyways, it's just that pitched down. And I think I moved the din the end of the word up. Oh no, I didn't. It's just that. I mean, I know that's a little alter boy. I printed it, but no, there's no little alter boy on that. I mean, obviously I see there's no thing on the track, but I'm wondering if I did it before. No, because when I pitched it up, it sounded normal, you idiot. Yeah, so it's just pitched down real time in Cubase. That's it. And it's really sloppy. Look at this. Ugh. Amateur hour, bro. Like, if I was really badass, I should have just ended it there right when that snare roll comes in. Because I don't need to hear anything after that. Fuck that shit. I'm not wasting space. I'm not wasting frequencies. Also, wouldn't make a difference. But 101% improvements makes 100% improvement. All right. Okay. Remember the time? Oh god, damn it.
How neat is that?
Okay, sorry. Why are Swedish writers and producers so successful? I think it's the education system. To be honest, they have amazing schools there, and I don't know, they're just fucking talented. Who the fuck knows? I'm certainly genetically jealous. Is there a pun in there? No. Why don't you use Very Audio for pitch correction? You are the best. Oh, thank you. I don't know why. Because I like Melodyne. But I should. Very Audio has gotten so incredible. I should really give it a chance. Ian, how long do you take to do beats for artists? Do you do all this meticulous things for showing the initial idea, or you generally show just a big picture, specifically at the beginning of your career? I will do enough to get the idea across, like to sell the idea of the track. You know what I mean? Like I'll let me see if I have an example of a song that like that started as a beat. Yeah, I probably can't find one. No, just enough to like it's got to, you can't be like, when this sounds great, you know, it's going to be awesome. Like, you can't do that when you're pitching a track, obviously. The track has to get the message across, get the point across. But, you know, there is something to be said about leaving a little bit to the imagination of, you know, the artist or the, you know, like, I'll play stuff and I'll be like, yeah, you know, here's a rough sketch of an idea, you know, just to get the point across. Like, I'll spend anywhere from, you know, an hour on a beat, and then, or maybe there's something I'm like totally obsessed about that I'll spend a couple days on and no one likes, you know, like I have a bunch of those. How do you find people to pitch tracks to? Well, at this stage, my manager has relationships with A&Rs just over the last decade of stuff. But the more default way is your publisher does it. You know, you get a publishing deal, and that's your publisher's job. In my case, like my publisher is Warner Chappell, and, you know, bless their hearts, they try. But like my manager and I kind of just, you know, we're always like either involved with the team of the artist, or at this point, like we relied much more heavily on publishers to pitch songs early on. Now it's like we've built the relationships, and, you know, like I'm on text with Joe Kentish, who's Dua's A&R, you know, so, and he'll text me like, yo, like, what do you got? Like, what have you been working on? Like, let me hear some songs for Dua. Like, after a while you build relationships, and that's how we do it now. But like, you know, and speaking of Joe Kentish, whom I love, came by earlier this year, and like I'd written all these songs with all these amazing writers, probably like 7 songs that I thought were fire. I was like, this is some of the best shit I've ever done. And I had a meeting with him, and he listened to every single one with me. He was here from the UK. He came here, not just to meet with me, to like meet with, you know, a lot of people, but there wasn't one that he was like, you know, this is cool, but it's not Dua. So I was just like, fuck, like back to the drawing board. I was depressed for a week, because I really thought, I was like, man, it would be so cool if like Dua did this. But then, you know, I heard a couple demos and it was just not the right direction. I was like, shit, you know, but whatever, I got over it. All right. What have I been listening to? Ooh, that's a good ass question. What have I been listening to? You know who I've been obsessed with is that, wait, hold on. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to my Spotify real quick. Yeah, I don't know their name, but I think they're Russian. It's like some I heard it on TikTok. It's oh wait, I was hoping. What am I doing? I've been obsessed with these guys. No, listen to my computer, bro. This fucking song, I saw it on TikTok, and I was just like, this is the most incredible vibe I've ever heard. Just like, what the fuck? You feel like you're in a movie. It's so amazing, and there's so much restraint in the production. Like, they don't do too much. They just leave it as is. It's all like dirty and reverby and shit, but the information is there and it works. What else? What liked songs? Oh, you guys should hear this shit. I was watching the fucking what is it called? Moon Knight, the new Marvel thing, and on the end credits of the second episode, it's like Egyptian rap, I think. And this shit goes so, like, it starts really modest. I was really stoned. I wasn't paying attention. And it like slowly starts building. And I'm just like, oh fuck, yo, this kind of slaps. Listen to this shit. This fucking beat right here. Like, I want to steal that beat. Listen to this shit. This shit goes off. I don't understand any of it, but this shit fucking slaps. Listen to this shit. Habibi. This shit's crazy. I was so caught off guard by that. That's fucking, like, I was just like, damn. Yeah, I like my own songs, whatever. Anomaly. Amazing track. I wonder if any of these are embarrassing. Cassius. Oh. straight bass lines. Oh my god, the fucking classics. You know that this song changed my life because it made me realize like what a good bass line was. I'm gonna get demonetized, I don't care. You gotta hear this fucking bass line. Holy shit. Holy shit. Push and P, fucking love that song. Oh, you want to hear some incredible fucking sound design? If you guys ever listen to Lorne, this dude is the craziest motherfucker. I'm not even gonna play the song on here. Go listen to this song. Maybe smoke a little weed. It is phenomenal sound. I don't even like. I don't understand. He gets such depth to his shit. All right. What else? In Petro. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. Wait, I'm gonna put a link to the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord and like hang out. Oh, I don't know if Steve, are you still here? Is Steve in the building? Invite people. Copy. Bada boom. Over here. Paste. Bada boom. All right, that's the link to the. Oh, there you go, or whatever. One of those works. Thanks for watching, and fucking have a great Thursday, or whatever day it is, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, guys. Peace.